Yeah, sorry, we got cut short there on the last video clip. We're just continuing talking about the pricing of pots. A very important subject, I feel, for us as potters to get right as much as we can. I did just end the last clip and we were just talking about basically the repeat wear and the more individual wear. And I was just talking, I just picked one of these up. Take one of these for example, this is repeat wear, okay, that I make. 2 bowls that are stuck together, alright, with a little strap handle put across. Now, you have to sort of think about, well, hang on, I'm making 2 different bowls, I'm putting them together, I then have to put them to one side, I then have to pull a handle, apply a handle and put it across, seal it, etc. There's more work in that than there is in that. A lot more work. So, whereas these I can afford to sell them reasonably cheaply because I can make them quite quickly. And because people will buy usually more than one of them, they will buy half a dozen. I don't generally sell these, I don't sell half a dozen of these at a time, I may only sell one at a time. However, I cannot make the price too expensive for that item either, even though there is considerably more work in it. So it's a sort of, with some pots that you make, you have to sell them off a bit cheap, and others you don't want to sell them too expensive either. But what I'm trying to say is that some things compensate for others, if you see what I mean. One of these beer mugs here, for example, that's got these well, that's thrown as a beer mug, but then it has a handle put on. The other little embellishments, these scrolly bits, the scroll on the bottom and these little bits up here, it's all extra work. I have to try and reflect that in the price, but I don't want it to appear too expensive either. I want to still make it attractive to people. Cheers. That's on the topic of the functional wear. The best thing is to just get going and start out and see what sort of reaction you get from people. On the more individualistic side of our pots, for example, this is a raku bowl. Now raku, I need to charge more money for, really, because they are fired 1 at a time, 2 or 3 at a time only. They are much more individualistic, and sometimes there is a higher failure rate. That is something to bear in mind. You may find that to get that good pot that you want, to get that pot I may have to make 10 to get one that I really like, that I really think is good. Therefore that should be reflected in the price. Just a pointer. Again, here is one of these pots you've seen me make, more of an individual kind of pot. I don't make these in big batches, I may make a few at a time. So it won't necessarily be a one-off, but it may be one of just a group. I think that you need to reflect that in the price. So I mean, this is a complicated conversation in some ways, and it's ongoing. So please, if any of you out there, if you've got any feedback or any helpful pointers, please make comments on this video. that these couple of videos I'm uploading now on the pricing of pots, and let's get a little bit of interaction between us of potters and get some healthy ideas, because I don't think any one of us have got it cracked, as it were. Cracked, you know, cracked. And as I say, everybody's situation is different. So you know, there are some potters who can seem to charge very high prices for their pots and sell them with relative ease, whereas others amongst us we struggle. But anyway, folks, just a few pointers there. I hope that's been of help to maybe somebody out there. You've just recently set up and you're trying to you know. Don't underestimate your work though. And I think as well, you know, I mean, I think to myself, well, hang on, I've studied, I've slaved away. I did an apprenticeship for my dad, you know. It was hard labour, you know. And I am now where I am, and it's taken me quite a long time to get here, you know. So don't underestimate, don't undervalue your work. Don't undercharge. It's a balance, isn't it? We need to get it right. Okay, Simon Leach saying, hang on in there, keep practicing, you'll make it. You'll be a good potter. You will. Bye now.